Hi, my name is Mike Tyson.
That was a bad impression. I struggled to do the growly, older Mike Tyson impression. However, the younger Mike Tyson impression, I'm not too bad at.
Hi, my name is Mike Tyson. You get to you love me, white boy.
Mike Tyson has had a medical emergency ahead of his fight with Jake Paul, which is only around the corner. I think we're 5 weeks out now, maybe less. Not looking good. Mike Tyson's going to be 58 years old by the time this fight goes down. And now he's having medical emergencies on planes. Not a good sign, Mike. I told you guys. You guys think that Mike Tyson's going to win this fight. I'm saying, put your money on Jake Paul. In fact, don't put your money on anyone. I don't want to be responsible for anyone's bets. But if I had to put money down, I'm going to put it on a Jake Paul decision. We're not here to talk about the predictions. Stop talking about the predictions. By the way, today, I was actually going to talk about the UFC this weekend, but judging by yesterday's video, there's not really a demand for it. There's no point me doing a video on Dustin Poirier today and it getting like 4,000 or 5,000 views. And I'm not streaming it on the weekend. But regardless, we're going to do our full card predictions video tomorrow still. We're still going to do that. But I just thought I need to jump on this news whilst it's still fresh in case any of you guys haven't heard of it, or if anyone's new to my channel, this is the first time you're hearing of it, make sure you subscribe for daily uploads. MMA, boxing, fighting in general, and everything else in between.
So Mike Tyson's had a medical emergency.
Mike Tyson suffers apparent medical emergency on a plane from Miami to Los Angeles. Not good, this. We know Mike Tyson suffers with sciatica. He's went on record before saying that when his sciatica flares up, it's pretty bad. And as someone who has had a lower back injury for many years back in the day from doing a Russian squat program called Smolov with a herniated disc, I know all about back problems and sciatica. It was horrible. You can barely walk. And that's why I don't really trust Mike Tyson's athleticism coming into this fight. Even just with that sciatica problem, it's absolutely debilitating. Anyway, let me tell you exactly what happened. Is Mike Tyson okay? Mike Tyson had some kind of medical emergency on the plane as paramedics boarded, says the eyewitness. Before paramedics arrived, the flight issued an announcement asking for a doctor. The message even came on everyone's screens. Pardon? It what on everyone's screens? So prior to the takeoff, the plane was delayed 2 hours because the plane was too hot due to the heat in Miami. The eyewitness shares that Mike, 57 years old, was wearing a matching short sleeve blue and white print cabana set. What does this even matter? Why do we want to know about what Mike Tyson was wearing? Talk about dragging the article out. In Touch Weekly. Get to the point. Mike was in the Admirals Club before he was escorted to the gate at the original boarding time of 5:10 p.m. Well, I'm glad that I knew the boarding time. Thank you, article. The Admirals Club, is that just like a VIP club? I assume it is. So blah, blah, blah. He got on the plane. The plane was too hot. It was delayed a little bit. So passengers got a pre-recorded message asking if there were any medical personnel on the plane about 30 minutes before they were scheduled to land. So the plane had taken off. They're in the air now. 30 minutes before the landing, this medical emergency happened with Mike Tyson. Medical professionals were asked to contact the flight attendants or press the call button because another passenger needed assistance. Then our screens said medical assistance needed and repeated the same thing. He was in first class, but we were in an exit row. They asked us to stay on the plane and landed so the paramedics could enter. The stewardess said, he's a really important passenger, so we want to make sure he's okay. I knew it was him, but I just mouthed the words, Mike Tyson. Is it Mike Tyson? Is it Mike? And the stewardess nodded and said, yes, it is Mike Tyson. Blah, 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 blah. Once the plane landed, it was delayed another 25 minutes whilst the paramedics were dealing with Mike. Thankfully, Mike Tyson is doing great. Now, this is the part of question. He became nauseous and dizzy due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing. Now, I assume he means a stomach ulcer, which if I was Jake Paul, now hearing this news, I would be going for big body shots on Tyson. Try and pop that ulcer. But is it an ulcer flare-up? Or is it just a cover-up? You got to remember, Mike Tyson is going to be 58 years old in a couple months. 58-year-olds have medical issues, usually. Especially 58-year-olds who spend the last 20 years partying, smoking weed, taking drugs, mushrooms, getting fat and out of shape, bad sciatica. Mike Tyson is going to have problems. And even if it is an ulcer flare-up, that's not good either. Hopefully he gets it under control before the fight.
Hi, my name is Mike Tyson.
Now, Mike Tyson has since tweeted this. I'm now feeling 100%, even though I don't need to be to beat Jake Paul. Now, a few other things have been posted since this happened, and I don't know how true they are, but someone tweeted this. Mike Tyson dying to get vaxxed before the fight with Jake Paul. Yeah, I'm vaccinated, but I must say I didn't do it willingly. I'm apprehensive about that. I was pretty much beaten into submission.
Yes, I am vaccinated. But I must say, if I could be kind enough to say, I didn't do it willingly. I'm a little apprehensive of that. I was pretty much beaten in submission to do this because I travel internationally, and if I don't travel, we don't eat.
Absolutely crazy, that, isn't it? The fact that people are forced into getting vaccinated. And I don't know if this has got anything to do with Mike Tyson's medical emergency. I don't know when this is filmed. This just might be someone posting this from ages ago and they're trying to tie it to these events. But we do know that there is somewhat of a correlation between some people who are getting vaccinated and then having medical problems. I know some people personally without any medical problems, any health problems whatsoever, completely healthy, got vaccinated, heart attacks. And let me put the record straight, some of you guys think because I've been sick this last year with heart palpitations, heart problems, going in and out of hospital all last year, that I've been vaccinated. And I tell you, I haven't. I would never take that crap. I am a business owner. The government force closed my business, had police outside my door threatening 10 grand fines and then telling me I've got to get vaccinated. Them. In fact, speaking of needles, I actually got one this morning. I had to get my bloods taken. I've had a banging headache the last 10 weeks. So they're checking me out once again. More issues. So YouTube, I'm not spreading misinformation here. I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing posted online. I am not saying the vaccination caused Mike to be sick. I'm saying there has been a correlation in some people, and that's it. Now, this is also interesting as well. Someone's posted this. This is who Jake Paul is fighting, and it's Mike on one of the curved treadmills, so it's self-powered. Now, to be fair to Mike, these are a little bit awkward to get used to because the treadmill is curved and it's self-powered. As you start running, it gets faster and faster and faster. But people are saying that this is more evidence that Mike Tyson does not look good. He does not look like he's ready for a professional boxing match.
Ah! Killing it, huh? On my pace. Yeah, huh?
Hey, regardless of what you think of that, first off, shout out to Nas, one of the OGs, one of my favorite artists of all time. Went to see him live a few years ago. That was fun. You know, people are saying this is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Jake Paul is a POS. Now, also, the shoes that Mike Tyson's got on aren't the best for running in. Look at the size of them absolute wellies he's got on. Some other news, Ryan Garcia offers to step in for Mike Tyson against Jake Paul if the former heavyweight champion is unable to fight. Ryan Garcia said, if you're down to fight, if Mike can't do it, let me know. I will fill in. Ryan Garcia would batter Jake Paul. So what do you guys think of this? Should Mike still go ahead and fight? People are saying that the fight should be called off. If he's having medical emergencies 4 or 5 weeks out from the fight, he's about to go up against someone who's, 26, 27 years old. Mike is pretty much 30 years older than him. It's probably not a good idea. And to be fair, I'm somewhat leaning towards that idea as well. Mike Tyson probably shouldn't fight, even if it is just ulcers or sciatica. Remember, Mike Tyson is no longer a young bull who can take good, solid, hard punches. And people often bring up the Roy Jones Jr. fight. Yeah, but you got to remember, Roy Jones was also old at the time of that fight. Mike Tyson's going up against someone who is in the prime right now, Jake Paul, who's quite big. And Jake Paul, whether you like it or not, he's got power. So I don't know, this is just another spanner in the works. It might all be marketing for all we know, but it doesn't seem like it. This ultimately is just going to draw more eyes to the fight anyway. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for my full fight card prediction for UFC 302 this weekend. Like the video. Appreciate you all tuning in. See you tomorrow.